Alright, okay. So, I've already done some analyzing on this and I don't know what to make of it. It's clearly a piston feed tape that, when it makes one full revolution, half revolution rather, it sends a pulse down this, which goes out and into this piston feed tape, which triggers it. Now here is where I'm confused. Why is this block here? It makes zero sense. Other than to power something below? Maybe? But I don't see a way. However, this is in Java and I only do Bedrock. So, let's see. So, obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 full revolutions? Okay, so it clearly bounces it back up via water stream, which is a bubble column, and it gets flung out here in a loop. And there are tripwire hooks here, if you can't tell. Hold on. Yeah, if you can't tell, there are tripwire hooks here. And it's behind a block connected to the blue, but it also looks like the blue is connected to the pink in some mysterious way, which in turn is connected to the piston that drops it down and triggers it. No, it's there for support. Okay, so we have support beam. We have something that is an why is it empty? What is powering the piston? Is it a weird quasi connectivity thing that it doesn't realize it's deactivated until it gets updated? Shoot. Okay. Everything's zero. These are zeros. So nothing is triggering yet. I would guess that it all starts when a thing drops? No. That is not a piston. That is an observer. It goes down once, which activates a... Is that a sticky piston? Is that a sticky piston or a normal piston? I'm gonna guess sticky piston. Let's see. It activates. It pushes an observer, which automatically activates since the block behind it has been updated. And it's facing this way, you can tell based on the arrow on the top and a little red marker. On these, and you can see a little red on the very back of it, so it's facing that way. Let's see. It activates this block, which in turn it's obscured. I can't tell what it does, but I do know when this contraption activates. Okay, so it automatically reactivates when it does that. Once it gets pushed several times, it is this to jump start it? No, because there it just does that. There must be something below it. There is something below it, right? Please let there be something below it. Okay, I can't tell. Okay, there must be. It must go a little bit below. Okay, we just have to figure out what's down there. There is a. Okay. Piston feed tape. A 2 redstone tick feed tape. It appears. 1 tick to activate this piston, another to activate this one, and vice versa, based on this, in which this coming from this feed tape down here, it activates. Therefore, making it activate once the upwards facing upwards facing observer is next to the side pink block closest to us. Okay, the upwards facing observer is, for continuity's sake, it is now there. Let's just assume that. Okay. Then what happens? It gets activated. I assume it's the same thing there. It looks very similar in design. It looks very similar in design. Okay, hold on. Okay. Piston feed tape. There is absolutely no functional use for this. I have accepted that most wrestling contraptions are ultimately useless when you can make something way simpler. This is for fun. This is to see what is possible. Okay. Clearly this reactivates it once this has gone. But what activates this? You got me there. I assume it's not 100% complete, but still, it's really... I mean, to be in this shape, it must be in somewhat working condition. Let's see, sand falls down, sand gets pulled back, gets activated, there is a redstone torch. There. No? Yes, there is a redstone torch. Redstone on top activates the sticky piston, which pushes the observer there. Okay. And we're back to square one. Oh boy, okay. Chill out. We got literally all day to do this. It activates the the block, it uh, um this is all I was given. This was a question. See, I screenshotted off of YouTube from a post that someone made. Okay, upwards facing observer triggers, then that is a redstone dust, but I see no block next to it, so it must just continue. It's connected to the block over there, which I assume is powering a redstone torch, which means it's activated. And then when it turns off, it activates. Am I sure about this? Redstone doesn't work like that. So, therefore, is it a locked repeater? Is it locked? How would it be locked? By that block. Oh no. Wait. Yes. Okay, it's blocked by that. Once it doesn't receive an update, it triggers. Because there's one last round to go, and oh my gosh. Then, no. Wait. No. Okay. Why is it at a 2-tick delay? Is that 3 ticks? That's a 2-tick delay. Does it take 2 ticks for redstone for a piston to fully push? That is clearly 1 tick. When that activates, then that becomes activated and it doesn't let a signal through. It has to be like really discreet though, because I can't tell where anything is. Wait. Redstone dust. Okay, so starting from the observer here, right below it there's redstone. No, right below it there is redstone dust. Downwards redstone dust, sideways redstone dust. I assume it is fair to assume that. No. Is it? Yes, it is fair to assume that. Okay, where? What now? It activates, which activates what exactly? The only way possible is to build this in Minecraft, but I don't have Java. So it's they're all facing that way except for the two, which are facing up on each feed tape, which doesn't activate, which probably means it's activating an observe? No. Friggin' thing. Okay. Okay. Which means when it's activated, it sends a pulse back. No, it sends a pulse toward. No. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's definitely powerful enough. This is a 14. No, 14? No, 1, 4, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, I was right. 14 block. Okay, let's... Okay. You're overthinking it? You are overthinking it. Let's just figure this out calmly, collectedly. Which... Okay, no, that would... make sense? Maybe? Dust. Oh. Oh, shoot. Dust. And then... a repeater, which has a 1 tick delay, I assume, which activates this, and only and this activates itself, I assume, because I have literally nothing else to work off of. And every time it hits upward, it lets another one down. 1, 2, 7. So that's 7. The way it looks, that's a... What's that? What's powering that? That's a torch powering from underneath. And then a tick delay before. Okay, so that's 2 blocks. 1. Which means it falls into the bubble column rather than... Oh, so it push, bounce, up, floats up. There is nothing in the bubble column, which means it is currently deactivated, and I can assume that it's unpowered here. which means it must be powered somewhere else along the line. It is... Okay, so that's 1. And then 1... I assume... that would be a very weird back and forth deal. It activates, which in turn activates this again, which spurs it off. One, two, which means it must be trigger. 1, 2. Okay, I'm getting... I'm either getting somewhere or nowhere. I feel like I got close. But I'm... No, I still got time. I got time. Okay. Let's... Wait a second. Why... Does that look like armor stands? No, there's open gates so the water doesn't go out. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Which means once this falls, it triggers the redstone dust, which then powers the sticky piston, which pushes the observer, which activates the observer, which powers that block, which I believe in turn activates this system, pushing that observer into that pink block, which spurs this one on. And I believe the chain continues until one is self-spinning, if that makes any sense. Let's see. This looks repeatable to a point. Okay. An hourglass? Perhaps? No. I'm close. I'm really close, but I don't have enough time. I will share a video. I will take a video of me reacting to the video once it is up, and I will see how close I was and how right I was, which is probably way off, but like I got far. Probably in the wrong direction, but I got decently far based off of a screenshot alone. Alright, see ya.